Gentlemen, as we make these horses come round, there's a couple of horses in the pits as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for all the teams of Horseboarding UK. Okay then, so competition's pretty good. Chill Winston's in first place with 31 points. Second place currently is Blues and Twos with 27 points. Then we have third place. It is Top and Tails with 24 points. These are the points earned over the last 3 heats, and it will be these points that mean how much prize money, the £1,000 prize money they got for over the top 5 finishers.
Okay, so nice, slow show.
Okay, so who is coming out first? I saw Charlie. She was riding with a handle. Is Charlie going first? It looks like she is. So Charlie Bus from the team of Chill Winston. Now we're going to be keeping an eye on the bonus point. It could make a difference. I mean, if Chill Winston had a really bad day and Blues and Twos had a really bad day, maybe Blues and Twos could take the weekend, but it looks like Chill Winston are going to do it.
Yeah, there's lots of ifs and buts in there. If I had to bet, I would bet on this team going Chill Winston now. Very good start, good steady speed. Let's see what they do into the first corner. It's 24 miles per hour. Aidan with his arm out, still working very smooth. Good line behind the horse and looking very calm down here. This is a foundation run. The 1 out of 3 runs, so they're looking to put competitive speed down that will. Oh, good. This is a good run though, Dan. I think, and very quick into the weave. One touch.
1 second penalty from the horse on the centre cone, making the right hand turn now and quartering the arena. This will also bid towards that bonus point. This is a pretty quick run. You'll also notice the horse has a mask covering its left eye. I'll talk about that. Split time, 45 seconds on the split. That's because he lost the eye to cancer, but that doesn't slow him down. Going into the chicane now. Lovely big flying change there as he went through the second gate. Board rider working hard in that corner, digging in, holding hard onto that handle. That's why he's got both hands on it, because he can feel his grip loosening as the horse tries to pull his shoulder out of the socket.
Yes.
22 miles an hour. Good work there. Really swinging out now. You anchoring against the horse pulling him back, loving it through the finish line with a fantastic run of 74.66 seconds.
Yes.
That is a very good run, ladies and gentlemen.
1 touch.
With 1 touch to add, makes it 75.66 seconds. And a good run. How does that compare against the ones from this morning? Can we see them or no? Or will it mess it up?
Well, it's hard to tell how they compare with the ones this morning, but that looked like a very good first run, Dan.
Best time this morning was 74.51, and the second best time was 74.55. So they've nearly matched 75.66. They're about a second and 0.2 off the fastest time they did this morning on the opening run.
So there's confidence.
I don't know where we're at. So,
And it's just drag here coming out. Emily and Sean. Good speed into the first corner, 21 miles per hour.
Hey.
Sean digging in a bit on his heel and getting directly behind the horse, using the rope with his handle.
I'm just going to point out here that we're in the split time, 49 seconds. This is the advanced teams, but they're running very much like an elite team right now.
I think the clock is
they're
going
looking
before
good. They're
there
getting
was
better every
distracted.
time I see them race, to be honest. Every
Around.
single race. Sean's getting more animated, looking less bored at the back there, and Emily's always riding the same. But there's certainly more speed on this team now, looking to show what they can do. What's that? It's a 19 miles per hour into that corner.
Now it's time to call them home, ladies and gentlemen. They are looking for a bonus point this weekend. And coming a great run, the best run we've seen out of them all weekend, in fact ever. Let's have a round of applause for the team of Just Drag. A great bit of work.
Yeah, I love it when you see the teams really put down a run that makes a difference in their history, in their sort of time here. And that was a really good run for that team. It was massive progression and really showing sort of how you can sort of in a small amount of time sort of do that.
Can I see the advanced screen, please, Rick? Just Drag set a time of 55.69. 55.69, that's a very good time. They hold the bonus point, and I think that is a challenge to everybody else. This currently, so far this weekend, it says currently they have 33 points. That's with the points that, so if the racing finished now, so that makes a big difference, and it could actually mean they win the weekend, because Nightmares have retired on 31 points after 3 heats, and the other teams, the next one will be Send It Siblings, might be able to get up there, so we'll see, because they didn't have the best start. But here we go, it is Place Your Bets.
Yeah, this is one of the teams that will be racing in. Place your bets, and as they go into the 90-degree, 30 seconds on that. So, I mean, they're looking pretty steady, but they know they're in a race with these other teams in the advanced section, and they're looking very steady at the moment. But this is how you do it. You need some composure, you need some control, work each corner, speak to each other about sort of which corner maybe you are finding more difficult, and get a plan together and race faster.
Here we go, making their way towards Bruco Corner at 12 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour, so accelerating. That is can be quite a tricky corner as you come off the angle of the diagonal trying to get up the hill.
Yeah, apparently this course is causing some issues for the borders, but you can see now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to place your bets, and that's a good steady first run for them, so they'll be very happy with that. No touches on that, Dan, I don't think.
No, 78.47 puts them into second place, 22 seconds behind Just Drag. Just Drag, that was the best run we've seen out of them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of potential, haven't they? And they have shown it before, but they start off very steady, so they're like a lot of the advanced teams do, and so they should. They're learning the sport, and they're getting their communication together. A lot of them don't always know each other, so but a lot of these teams do have a connection before they come into the sport, and this is one team that I've met Nick and Lee, and they're both big characters, and this team always puts something together. Like, they start off steady. Obviously this horse is always going to be steady, but in their category they do very well,
and they have a lot of fun. And I was talking to Lee about this, and she was saying that, if her horse can do it as a traditional gypsy cob, any horse can do it, and they're having a lot of fun on this. At 30 seconds on the split, Nick getting a little bit out of shape and quite wide. Looks like he got completely swung around the corner there, and nearly overtook the horse, which is would have been a foul, a yellow card. But he's managed to keep back, getting a bit wide again. Looks like they're pushing around the corner, and Nick's maybe getting a little bit left behind, causing that pendulum effect. But making their way across now, and again, if you want to get involved, ladies and gentlemen, come and see us. Oh, Nick, he's very low there. I think this man might have tired legs and release.
I'm not sure. We have heard that the ground is very leg energy sapping.
A round of applause for all the gear. No idea there. It looks as though Nick's legs just gave out underneath him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a bit like the team he supports, Tottenham. They have often folded on the last corner. But we won't go into that.
So we are. Who's next to race? Okay, they're in the field. I can see them now. Top and Tails enter the field. They've only been doing one run a heat. They normally go with a fast run to open with. It looks like they are going, ladies and gentlemen. They're calling for your support. This is going to be an all-out blistering speed. The pony is let go. It's Little Indy with the heart of a lion. She thinks that she is a racehorse at 27 miles an hour in this arena here at Bowood. It looks like we've got a fault on the laser. We might need to have that looked at. Going around the arena now. Top and Tails, Amy Richards on the horse and Ryan Roberts on the board.
Well, this team make you watch them when they go around. It's just crazy as they come out. Full speed, one of the best teams on the weave. Let's see what they can do. Oh, they got a touch on the middle cone. That's 1 second. But if they can just keep the pace on.
Oh, look at that speed.
A lot of work from Ryan. A lot of work from Ryan, but he's still tucking behind using both arms.
And if I didn't know better, I think it might almost... now, going through the split time at 42... Oh, no, that's not the right time. Going through the split time and up to the chicane. Board rider working hard. Pony working hard. now making their way for the red back boots. And right, looking back, the horse rider looks back, waits for the call. She gets the call, the throttle's left open. The pony takes on, starts tearing this arena apart as they go into Bruco at 23 miles an hour and accelerating. Call them home, ladies and gentlemen. They want to get this race in before the rain because it's only going to get slower when it starts for the finish line with a time. Can we get it looked at?
Oh, what a run from TNT there. I mean, they had it all. They know the rain might be coming.
0.12. One touch.
One touch,
One touch.
So it's 81.12 seconds. It was one touch. They were still 5.46 seconds behind Chill Winston. That only shows how dominating that opening run was by Chill Winston. That was the.
It looks so much faster than that. They look. I mean, that. I'm getting so excited about that run, and
it's 5 seconds slower.
I need to check
that's
myself.
gone off now. That's gone off.
So this now is the team of Nettles Next. This is a HC run, which means there's no official recording of this run, but this is they're in the dead pigeons colours because this they got a little bit whipped there. Don't be cocky and fall off on the training pony.
Keep your focus.
26 miles an hour from this little pony, 4 years old, first weekend out at the horse, and no rear shoes on. So and being allowed to just like really run on and enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, this is all about the progression of Nettle, really. It should be sort of a little sideshow. And this little horse has basically started horseboarding and doing everything just in the most calm way. She hits the weave. Wow.
Very, very, very good work there. You see,
I don't know what to say, Dan. That's very, very good. This horse has done it about 3 times.
Yeah, well, they did it yesterday as well, every time. So 3 times a day, 4 times. I mean, it's such a great little pony, the way that they brought this horse on into the split time at 51 seconds. They're actually like moving into the competitive zone, and it's into the chicane. Look at the way this pony works. Look at the work that Charlie Boss has put into this pony. She says one of the easiest horses she's had to train. I imagine that was because, you know, this horse grew up on Charlie's yard, and Charlie's yard is, let's say, not conventional. So making their way into the speed trap at 20 miles an hour. So what I'm saying is the pony will have seen many things, but let's hear a big cheer from the audience. Let's see how this pony can also be reacting to, and absolutely through the finish line with a time of 89.25. It's a very big arena for those little legs. And 89.25 takes them into third unofficially.
That's mad, yeah. I mean, that's great work from that team. That is the team that raced for Chill Winston as well, and obviously Charlie working that horse, that little new little horse who's got so much talent and skill that so chilled in this arena. It's so rare to see, to be honest, but a pleasure that we're enjoying it.
Yeah, now, this is interesting. Nightmares have not retired. Nightmares are coming out for a run on the Place Your Bet pony. Now, they've made it, that's what we call an emergency substitution. You can do one over the weekend. And they're letting this horse, they basically, all they need to do really is start the run. And I think they will have won, but I'm not going to guarantee that. And it should take them up, so 13 miles an hour, and this pony, I think she's got a different gait to the one she's normally used to.
Yes, yeah, and obviously they've got to get using a new horse is going to sort of present a few new challenges.
Yeah,
but they're going to do that, and at this speed you can deal with it, and just getting the time down is very important. And they'll be hitting the 90
I tell you,
37 seconds. Who
will be happy though are Send It siblings. Send It siblings have been breathing down the neck of Just Drag and of Nightmares. Now Nightmares, normal pony, is ex-polo pony, ex-racehorse, and a little bit more fiery than the relaxed approach this horse is taking to the track at the moment. But as we say, it's open for all horses. If you're interested to get involved, join us online at horseboardinguk.org and send us an email, tell us what your interest is, and we'll tell you how the best ways of getting into it. We have horse riders without board riders and board riders without horse riders, and we will try and match you up if you haven't got a full team and then you can start your horseboarding career the same. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the team of Nightmares, putting down a time of 92.45. That must have worn on the board rider's legs somewhat. Puts them into third place. And looking at that, it looks as though Nightmares will win this weekend with a score of 41 points. Just Drag, who are currently in the lead, have 33 points. However, All the Gear No Idea and Send It Siblings have not completed a time. Haven't All the Gear been round? Did they fall? He fell, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah, so now Send It Siblings. The only variation of this is that Send It Siblings and All the Gear might jump ahead of Nightmares, and if they do, that will change their points from 41, pushing them down into the 30s.
They're putting a bit of speed on Send It Siblings here in the red and looking very good on that first straight. What's that, 19 miles per hour? That corner, it's a good speed. Always slowing down on this corner. Oh, he sat down.
Release. Good release. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. He sat down, but unfortunately his wheel in the divot. The divot picked him up and spat him out again. That's what tends to happen when you start taking the rough ground a little bit fast. He's got to learn to get off that rough ground. He's got to get into a different line, hasn't he?
Yeah, they've been struggling all day that I've seen in that top corner and one other corner maybe, but it's obviously a bit rough up there and he struggled, but give him a round of applause as he walks down
lead, please, Rick.
past the commentary. He's done very well this weekend already.
So here we go. It is the team of Just Wing It, making their way into the arena with, this is an elite team, so probably a bit more speed, but this is a new horse that they're bringing on again, and but this horse has done really well so far this weekend, and 22 miles an hour from the team of Just Wing It as they come around. Sandy Oakman on the board hasn't really been challenged by this horse yet. In fact, if anything, he's struggled with the fact that it's a bit slower.
No, I mean obviously it's a new element in the team and they're trying to learn at high speed, so it's all the elements happening basically at the same time. Looking quite steady at the moment though. They always take a lot of speed off into the weave, so let's see how they do.
Yeah, they did have a problem with the weave yesterday. The horse rider did fall off as the horse reacted to one of the cones.
Yeah.
But they seem to have been working that through, and I think that's why they're not letting the horse go too much before they get to there. Now it seems like they're opening up the taps a little bit, letting that horse kind of run on, heading towards the 90 degree at Raptor. Raptor 90 degree split time is 54 seconds, putting them in the up with next Nettles, probably behind into third place is what they're looking for at the moment. Coming through red back boots, and again the throttle gets left off again, or the brakes get left off again as their stride extends by the pony, going their way into red back Bruco corner, 22 miles an hour and working hard into that rough stuff and making their way now for the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great run with a time. Let's have a round of applause for Just Wing It with an 86.79. And they go into third place as the split time predicted.
Yeah, they deserve that. That was a really good run, and I mean that team, they sort of taking it steady for that team. You know for what we've seen in the past, but it's working for them, and they're really climbing up the sort of leaderboard already.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we have the team of Blues and Twos entering the arena. They are the team that set the track record last year of 31 miles an hour. And they set the record here again earlier today at 32 miles an hour. They didn't do that until their second run. They made sure they had a good time down first, but they are going for first place. Make no mistake about it. This is Sally Optimistical going down the opening straight at 29 miles an hour into turn one. This is the fastest one we've seen in this heat. As the second 29 miles an hour we've had here this weekend. And I remember the first time we ever got 29 miles an hour, it was 1 in a million. So board rider working hard into that, and we want to focus this because they're going to come into this 3-cone weave. They've got to get the feet right, one flying change, a little bit messy, but I've got to touch on the second cone now on the right-hand rein. Horse leaning out a little bit. Horse rider had to pull the horse off the inside cone. Now throwing the reins at the horse, accelerating aggressively around that corner, aiming towards the 90 degree at 44 seconds, very fast. Now the brakes back on again, shortening the stride, got to make a tight turn into the chicane, cutting back on the right and the left. Legs all alright, board riders on the outside, working hard, call goes again, the throttle opens up, stride and a half of stretch as they make their way across into the HBUK corner at 26 miles an hour, call them home, they want first place, they're going for the bonus point, it's all the way for the finish line, Blues and Twos with a time of 74 seconds dead. What a run. What a run. And they go into first place. There is a touch. Makes it 75 seconds. Now, that means they go into first place and they have the bonus point. No one else can get the bonus point, but they can lose that bonus point. And Chill Winston, who were in the lead, are now in second place by 0.66 of a second. 0.66 of a second is all this team needs to take first place away from Blues and Twos and the bonus point off the table. And this is where the cut fighting really starts. Oh, Aiden nearly having both arms pulled out of the socket there. The amount of power, 30 miles an hour. Going into the first turn. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is happening right now. These guys, they have just set the challenge down. It's Charlie Boss and Aiden going to get around this track in a sub 75 second run.
Look how hard they're hitting the weave, Dan. Here
So fast, and clear, ladies and gentlemen. Give that a round of applause and cheer this team on. Oh, big bit of work there from the horse as he made that right-hand turn. Aiden Beamish hanging on for dear life, trying to keep hold of that handle as they go into the split time at 44 seconds. It's equal with the last team. There's going to be a point of a second in it, and if this deadlocks, I'm going to go crazy as they go into. Oh no! They hit that cone, that's a 1 second penalty. Now they've got to really push on. Unusual for that horse, making their way across the diagonal, going into the speed trap at 24 miles an hour.
That corner down, that is crazy.
66 seconds on the clock, 68, 69, 75 to beat, 71, 72, 73.40 seconds with a 1 second penalty.
Yeah.
Makes it 74.40. Which means the difference, but Blues and Twos go into second place, they lose the bonus point. Chill Winston go into first place. They are in first place by 0.6 of a second. That's how close those two teams are fighting. That was a great melee. Oh my goodness.
Aggressive, Dan. Aggressive racing from those two teams.
I mean, what happened in the chicane? Winston just mullered that cone and pole.
I know, I don't know this week. Oh, what I've seen basically, which is today, like Winston has been a bit touchy on the old cones and posts, so it's a bit unlike him, really.
Yeah, so here we go with the team of Just Drag. Now, they also have a bonus. Can I have the advance, please? Just Drag are in first place and they are holding the bonus point. So they have no need to beat their previous time tactically, and it looks like they're going to use this as a schooling run. They are literally taking the horse around, showing the horse a little bit of school. They've done a fast run. They've got an extra point in the bag, and they're kind of giving the other teams a chance to catch them up. And if they can't catch them, it's setting down the challenge, isn't it? But getting some experience for the pony.
Yeah, and when you're coming up through the ranks, ladies and gentlemen, this is a good thing to do now and then with your horse and your team in general. Wind everybody's ego down and keep control and keep that, learn your lines on each corner, and just keep it calm, because at that top speed racing, you have to keep it calm as well and controlled as much as you can. And this is basically good training for that.
Yeah, exactly, and that's and it's great to see the teams doing this. They do it they even do it in the elites. Sometimes the horse will just get a little bit strong and a little bit heady, not respond to the turning the way it's meant to, or the braking when it's meant to. 13 miles an hour from the team. So that's the moment that you say, okay, we've got an advantage, let's use this advantage as much as possible and do a little bit of extra training and put that training on the pony. A round of applause for Just Drag there, showing that they can go fast and slow, and new ice release with a time of 91.05 Obviously, it doesn't beat their first time, so they hold the bonus point. But everybody else has a second chance at taking this bonus point away. I've just seen place your bets, who are currently in second place in this heat, have just retired.
Oh wow, okay.
And it looks as though Nightmares have not retired, which I'm a bit confused about. But then we have the team of All the Gear, No Idea. Now, it looked as though Nick, on his last run, it looked as though his legs were worn out.
Yeah.
And it looked as though he couldn't stay on his feet for long enough. But let's see what happens now as they make their way down towards the speed trap. These are another advanced team. So they've been with us for just over a year. In terms of doing all the shows, but they were about in the sport a little bit longer than that. Actually started with us in 2018 as a board rider to fill in for some other board riders. So making their way towards the Raptor 90 degrees split time at 32 seconds.
Yeah, and basically I've seen Nick board and Lee race for a little while now as they hit the chicane. At good speed, and Nick tucking in behind the horse there, which is what you need to do to get your lines right. And they've always progressed each race. They've been doing very well, a little bit more each time. And Nick there holding the two arms, and that's always a sign that you can be a bit tired. When some of these boarders use one arm all the way around, which I find quite amazing, but and they're dragging it on the floor later on in the beer tent. But here's Nick, he's using one arm now and getting low on this corner, a big pull up at hill already. And
that's where his legs went.
He struggled with before, Dan.
Yeah, it's the
big slip on that.
Once the ground starts bouncing your legs, it's like trying to.
That corner, isn't it?
It's like trying to do squats on a power plate. You know, your legs are shaking. He's had a long weekend, a lot of long races in this big course.
Yeah.
And it looks like his legs just may have been gone.
It was showing, definitely, yes, yeah.
So we're just looking at.
Is Nightmares retired?
So just looking down towards the pits, it looks as though Send It siblings are making their way into the arena. They didn't complete the first run. The board rider fell off in the same corner as where Nick is right now. It looks like Nick is stuck in his board though, so Send It siblings do wait for the board rider to be removed from the track. It's the same principle as if he was injured. You just drag him off the track and then send the next team out. Hey, it's the same rules in rugby.
Nick's showing his skating skills there, skating off to the side.
Yeah,
which
so,
is good, so
I think we can start the next race if the referees are happy with that. They are onto the outside of the track to try and his bindings are jammed by the looks of it over there. So here we go. This is the team of Send It siblings. They didn't get a time in their first run. The board rider did come off on that top end of the arena, which is rough and is a bit tricky. This is only their third weekend, brother and sister team, and with loads of promise. I really like the way she rides the pony. I really like the way she looks after the board rider. 15 miles an hour. I believe they did 19 the last time. And you can see what they really got to learn is to stay off the rough stuff, get out of it. Ride a different line than the pony. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, totally. I mean, from what we've heard in the pits, this course is really challenging for the boarders, and obviously that means the riders have to look after these boarders. Split time of 32.
That's good.
Getting right down there, and I mean, so a lot of these teams are having to adapt and learn these courses and the endurance of these courses, because it's a big course, and this is one of those teams that is basically getting all that information as they do each race and looking better and better as they come around that corner. Lovely line from the border, looking very controlled there, Dan.
And if you're doing a minute and a half or a 90-second run on your horse, or even 70 seconds, that can really take it out of your legs. You have to do a lot of training to be able to hold that position for that long. And when you're going slower, it makes it harder. Now, but here we go. Send It siblings making their way towards the finish. 6 seconds at the moment. Finish time 77:43 puts them into second place. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Send It siblings.
They've got one more chance where they could because of all the other retirements.
They just have jumped into second. It looks as though Nightmares have retired. All the Gear No Idea have retired.
Wow.
There's only Just Drag Now,
Just Dragon Send It siblings.
Yeah, Just Drag and Send It siblings are in a bit of a head-to-head, but Just Drag are 21 seconds ahead. You know, Send It siblings, that's a massive hill to climb. Yeah. It's huge. And I'm not sure they've quite got the experience yet to take that sort of hill on. But who am I? If they take it on, they take it on. Next, we go with the team of Just Wing It. They're bringing their new horse in. This is called Harry, 1-4 Harry, ex-racehorse, 23 miles an hour. You can see they're letting the horse run on a little bit in this opening lap. But the reason that what they want really focusing on is the weave. And what they'll do is you'll see they'll really make sure the horse gets the weave correct, because they struggled with the weave yesterday. The horse rider did actually fall off, and they had a missed weave at one point, which is never a good sign. But you see now they're shortening it up. They're getting in there nice and tidy, making sure they've got the control, and that's what you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that they can open that horse up, slow it down, and it can still think and be agile, and that's what we need from these horseboarding ponies. Because now, if I'm honest, the race is on. The guys are going down towards the split time at 51 seconds.
Oh, you got it.
Can
The inside line there. I'm not sure that was quite the right line from Sandy, but he's all straight up now, tucking in right behind the horse. He needs to get this line right. He's got a bit of a squiggle, but he's right behind there. That's good. They can accelerate now across the field.
They're in fourth place at the moment, 5 seconds behind Top and Tails in third. 22 miles an hour as they go around that corner. Sandy working very hard, sitting down, digging into that ground, not allowing those bumps to send him off course as he makes his way through the finish line at 82.05. 82.05 keeps them in fourth place, but they are 0.93 of a second behind Top and Tails. Now, they've got to be building in confidence with that pony. That opening lap is getting gently faster, but each time the horse is responding to them in the weave. And that's what they're looking for, isn't it? They want to go a fast time. So they could still, they do have a chance of taking Top and Tails, who have retired at this moment. Making their way, it is Blues and Twos, currently in second place. Remember the fight that happened before. We've had some fast speeds. They are 0.6 of a second behind Chill Winston, who are the new leaders. And they are on for a fight. These are the top of the top, ladies and gentlemen. The best horseboarding teams in the world at 29 miles an hour. Again, into that turn, and they are absolutely flying. This horse, when it runs fast, it looks like it's hydroplaning across the arena, barely touching it. And I would say a very different pace run to how Winston reminds me more of a bruiser as they go into the three-cone weave. It's clear. They needed that. They needed that clear run, and now we can start really getting behind them. This is the final. No, this is the second rotation for them. So they're looking to push the team down into the split time at 43 seconds. That's very fast. That's like 7 seconds faster than the Just Wing It speed into the chicane. Big work there for the board rider. He got a little bit left behind, but then got tossed out. He's pulled himself back in. He's managed to correct it. Great bit of work. Yeah. Horse now showing a little bit of tired, going across the diagonal, looking for Bruco corner at 24 miles an hour. Call him home. Ryan's all over the place. And can he hold on to that handle? The horse cheering. Faster for the finish line. With a 74-71. 74-71, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that a clear round?
It was a clear round. Now, Chill Winston's time is 74.4. So Blues and Twos stay in second place, 74-71. That means that the difference between first and second is 0.31 of a second. 0.31 of a second is all Chill Winston has as a safety gap. That means they need to go faster again to make it impossible for Blues and Twos to catch them. They want to sub 74.40 because if they can do that, Blues and Twos will have to work so much harder. 28 miles an hour into that turn. 2 miles off their last run. Have either of the horses still got what it takes to keep running around at this pace after a long weekend? Or will they start to fade? And this is what it's going to come down to now. The board riders working hard. The fitness of these animals as they've been trained to do this for... there's a 1 second touch. That's not going to help them in this bid. Let's see what they're going to do. Charlie's talking back Are they going to keep going? It looks like they have. No, and Aiden's down and release. Release. So, unfortunately not. Round of applause for the team of Chill Winston, who stay in first place. That's their final run. Aiden looks alright. He pushed the limit and they found the edge.
It's good to know he's not limping. He had a broken toe earlier on today, and somebody stepped on it, I believe. So it's good that he's running across the arena and he can't blame that person.
Blues and Twos are in second place with one more race to go. They only need 0.31 of a second to take first place away from Chill Winston. But now it's the team of Just Drag. Just Drag have a 20-second lead in the advanced class over the team of Send It siblings, who have retired. So that means that Just Drag have won this heat. They have won this heat, and they are third over the weekend after their first day, but they have won this heat. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Just Drag here. Everybody else has retired. They finished this heat with a 20-second lead, and I think they're celebrating. So they've got 33 points. They've finished with a bonus point. One run, job done.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen Sean on the dance floor, and that's pretty much the moves that he pulls. So enjoy that as they go around. They both deserve it, and they've been getting better and better, this team. We've seen them a few times now, and we'll see where they go.
I mean, this horse is very interesting. So it's the first time we've seen this horse run. The other horse they didn't seem to get on with. I don't think it's the same horse anyway, is it? I can't remember. As they go into the split time at 39 seconds. And again, taking the opportunity for this horse to say, let's just do a steady run around. Let's just try and endure the rain. And also,
the rain is coming.
We've got a few more. Can I have the elite? So this is the last of the advanced teams going round. And it will be the elite, the yet to run. Just Wing It, Nettles next, and Blues and Twos are still to race. 3 more big races, and particularly the last one, which will be Blues and Twos. And the big question is, does the horse still have what it takes to find 0.31 of a second? Does the team have what it takes? Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause as they cross the finish line. Just Drag, winners of the 4th heat here at Bowood, and they did it with 1 race. Excellent, that's a bonus point in the bag as well. So let's see, we're interested to see how they're doing as we go to our next few events. Cheshire in a few weeks' time for the August bank holiday. These guys will be facing off again. But that's all to be said for the advanced. Now it's the elite's turn. Like we said, 3 more races to go. And it's Nettles next that's coming in. This is an unofficial horse. It's not actually technically racing. But they are currently in 5th place. And they are, I mean, this pony, let's talk about the pony some more. It's got no shoes on the back, that's why it can't officially run. But it was, we're willing to let the horse do a bit of experience. There's no rush for this horse to do well in the sport. Charlie is using this as an experience gainer, but this little pony really running on now into the speed trap at 25 miles an hour, whilst accelerating. And up the hill they go, round this top corner, and for the full lap.
Yeah, Nettles looking like she's enjoying it here, and Aiden's still popping some ollies on the back there, which means he's pretty comfortable with the speed. And it's looking a really nice speed actually for a horse that's never done it before. It's a bit ridiculous because I know this horse very well, and she is not bothered by anything. And
Lovely
just likes to have fun, and has a great attitude in general. And we are always constantly amazed in a sort of small space of life that she's doing things like this all the time.
Yeah, making her way now up to the split time. And you can see Charlie Bus not pushing the pony at all, just allowing the horse to run on. Gentle encouragement. Most of the time she talks in a very high pitch, come on, voice to her horses when she rides. And as you can see, always smiling. Absolutely loves horses, absolutely lived horses her whole life. and this is the product of it. A pony that you can bring in at 4 years old and bring around the track and do an excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for this team. They've been racing all weekend with the two different horses, but it's the last time we'll see Charlie Buss and Aidan Beamish there, who are currently in first place with their other horse, Chill Winston, but only by 0.3 of a second. Excuse me.
Yeah, really good work there from Charlie with Nettle and Aidan enjoying a little bit of speed around that, the odd corner. I saw him working a bit, so that's good. And those two will be on Chill Winston just a bit, so that'll be the big boy racing as Just Wing It come into the arena.
Yeah, so Just Wing It now with their horse, the new horse, one for Harry. Very honest pony from what we can see. Annette said to me last night he was already working out how the pre-race gates are working and when he can do what speed. It looks as though they're sending him a little bit down this track. Yes, they are sending him. They're letting him go now. He's been doing all the testy runs, 28 miles an hour from this horse, and they Just Wing It are throwing it all at the last race. They've done the testy work, and they're happy that the horse is under control. Now, will the horse come back for the weave? This is the most important bit. They've never done this at that speed and then brought the horse back. Will the horse listen? Fights the bridle just a bit. See the horse rider trying to get her on the right. He does it. She does it. Absolutely beautiful. A round of applause. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant bit of work that was. And now the horse is up for racing, and ladies and gentlemen, that is what we call a horseboarding horse.
Oh, Sandy's just going to hold on now as they hit the 90 at 46 as he gets right down on his feet.
They're in fourth place so far, working hard through the chicane. Oh, a lot of work. How they got that turn? Horse rider got quite wide. They are in fourth place. They need 0.9 of a second to take third, and they need 7 seconds to take first. This could be a run for first.
Right down.
He's got his bum in the air. Keep his bum up for the finish. Oh my word, his legs are dying through the finish line. Let's hear it at this time of 76.99. A round of applause for Just Wing It. What an amazing weekend they have had, and they go into third place on the horse that doesn't weave. Let's have a massive round of applause. That is absolutely brilliant. Spent all weekend working up to that, and you know what? That makes me more happy than some of the biggest races I've ever seen.
Yeah, they are putting it together with their new kicks. They are looking slick, that team, and what a great
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, this is serious. Blues and Twos making their way into the arena. 0.31 of a second to take first place away from Chill Winston. Has the horse got it? Has the team got it? They're going for it, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely flat out down this opening straight. Can they get into this speed trap? What is it going to go off at? 28 miles an hour as they work around that top corner, and they're looking for 0.3 of a second to take first place. Will this be a sabotage as they go through redback boots and start looking for this centre line?
Lord turns to the weave now. It's going to be a big push on Ryan. He's gone wide. He's cutting, taking off the speed, but not too much as a team. And that's a good speed to take the weave, and they made it clear. So this is definitely a competitive lap, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely. They threw the flying change in a little bit early. Board riders wide, no touches as yet as far as I can see. Making their way towards the split time. It's all for a 0.1 of a second. It goes into the split time at 45 on the dot. Oh, it's going, here we go up to the chicane, and you can see how much the horse is working so hard and firing those legs and changing the legs, changing the direction. Cheer them on, ladies and gentlemen. It's the last race of the weekend. Come on, Sally. And as you can see, the horse rider really pushing on. Everybody wants to win as they go into 24 miles an hour. 68 seconds on the clock. 74.4 to beat for 72, 73, 74, ladies and gentlemen. They tried their hardest. They raced their hearts out. They take second place. Their time was 77.88. Horse just fading a little bit at the end. A massive round of applause for the team of Blues and Twos there, who do have left everything on the field. Can I see the advance?
Yeah, exactly. Well done to that team. Wow. I mean, what a last race. They deserve all the plaudits, even though they came in second in the end. Well done, you guys.
In the advanced class, in this heat, 5th place is All the Gear. No,